Hey y'all, Sonic here. We're gonna show you some tips, tricks, and rules for Neon Showdown. So let's rock! Now hold on a minute. Before we can start laying down the heat, we'll need at least 2 players to play. Lucky for us, my good buddy Chip is here to help out.
Thanks for having me here, Sonic, but I don't think I've ever played a card game before.
That sounds like a skill issue. But don't worry, little buddy, I'll show you how it's done. Starting off, each player's draw pile should contain a minimum of 12 cards, with a huge maximum of 30. After that, players can roll the dice, flip a coin, or play rock, paper, scissors to determine who goes first. You ready, little buddy? Heads I win, tails you lose. And that's a tails.
Aw, man.
So I'll go first. Next, we'll each draw 2 cards. Now how about we take a look at these bad boys? So check it. Each card shows you its speed value, character ability, health points, attack modifier, defense modifier, and the evade modifier. The character's type is also determined by the color of their cards, with blue being speed, yellow being flight, and red being power. This will be different for each card, so you'll have to plan your moves accordingly.
Okay, Sonic.
Next, we'll take a look at our playing field. In Neon Showdown, it's divided into our turn order line, our discard pile, and the defeat pile, also known as the loser pile. Your playing deck can be placed wherever is most comfortable for you, so long as you can reach it.
So, Sonic, what do we do with the cards now?
I'll show you. Each round has 3 main phases: the draw phase, deployment phase, and the combat phase. First, I'll draw another card from the pile, starting me with 3 cards in my hand. Next, I'll go into the deployment phase and put down my card. As you keep adding more cards to the line, you'll order them based on their speed values, with the highest value being on the left side of the line, to the lowest value being on the right. Since I'm the fastest, I'll go to the front of the line. Now you play a card, buddy.
Okay, how about this one?
Keep in mind that if 2 cards have the same speed values, the one that was deployed first will have priority. Since your card has a speed value of 6 and that matches up with my card's value, that means I'll go first in combat.
Oh no!
Also, bear in mind that you can only have a maximum of 3 cards out at a time. You can also swap cards out that haven't taken any damage on the field, or skip deployment altogether to save those cards for another play. Now comes the fun part, the combat phase. When it comes to combat, the person's card that's at the front of the line will attack first, and then the combat follows based on the turn order line. Now I'll pick which card I'll be attacking. To do this, I'll roll the dice and then add or subtract the value of my attack modifier from my roll. Since I got a 3 and I have a +2 to my attack, that makes for a total of 5. This will be my attack value. In order to lessen the blow and defend against my attack, now the character I'm attacking can choose whether to evade or defend. Remember to say what it is that you're rolling for before doing so.
Okay, I'll roll for defense.
When defending, you'll roll the dice and add or subtract based on your modifier. This will be your defense value. Now we'll put that up against my attack value. The difference between my attack and your defense value will determine how much damage you'll take. Since you had a 3 in defense, and I had a 5 in attack, you'll be taking 2 damage since it was lower. Now if you would have gotten a 5 or higher, you'd still take 1 damage, since you'll always take at least 1 damage when defending.
Okay, here's another question. What would I do if I have to evade instead?
That's a whole nother animal, buddy. Evading works differently from defending. This can either help you dodge my attack completely, or have it hit you full force. In order for it to work, you'll have to have a higher value with the modifier, as well as your roll than my current attack value. This means you have to get a 6 or higher to evade my attack. Should you get the same value as my attack or lower, it's lights out for you. And in this case, you'd be taking damage equal to my attack value, meaning you'd take 5 damage.
So if I rolled a 5 and my evade modifier is a +1, hey, so I'd successfully evade.
See? Now you're getting it.
So since my card's next on the line, that means it's my turn to attack. Take that!
Ooh, nice one, Chip. Now that I've officially taken damage, I'll place a die on my card to track its lowered health points with it.
Wow, I'm starting to like this game.
Remember, if either of our cards' health points reach 0 at any point, it's off to the defeat pile with it. Also, don't forget to check out your card's ability too. Each ability is different and works either as a quick play ability or a team synergy. A quick ability is an ability that is activated when you play a card from your hand during the combat phase. Be sure to read the ability's conditions before you use them. If it doesn't have any special conditions, you can use it whenever you feel the time is right, but always remember that using a character's ability will take them straight to the discard pile. And already deployed characters aren't able to use their abilities unless you're using Team Synergy. So always think what you'd want to do with each character's ability, or if you'd want to deploy them instead before making your move.
Got it.
Now let's talk about Team Synergy. This is when you have 3 characters on the field of each different type. You can use any of the 3 deployed cards' abilities without having to discard it at any point of the combat phase. But you can only use it once per round, so make it count. Should any of your team members be defeated, you'll lose your synergy. Talk about killing the vibe.
Bummer. Wait, Sonic, what if I don't have any more characters deployed?
If you don't have anyone left to fight on the line, I can attack you directly, forcing you to put one of the discarded cards into the defeat pile, which will count as a defeated character. You should always try to at least have 1 character on the line at all times.
But Sonic, how do you win at the game?
If you defeat 3 of your opponent's characters, then it's a wrap and you win. So, what do you think? You ready to play the real game?
You're on, Sonic.
Alright, let's do this! Next, place your playing deck wherever's close. If either of our cards' health points...